third. A wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Slot man moves right. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Shoves him away. And he gets this up just shy. The 29 before he's out of bounds. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This defense for the Buccaneers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Brady now to throw. A pass underneath for Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Bucs at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Evans' 1,000-yard streak to start his career remains intact and is now at 8 years strong. And in his 8th season, came a career-high 14 touchdowns. Another similar season, and Mike Evans will cross the 10,000-yard milestone this year. Easy first down pickup for the superstar wideout.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Now Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 10 more there and another first down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Brady. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Dean Lowry with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Succop's kick is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a first down carry by Jones. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll go again to Jones. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more of a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Out route, he finds his man, it's Jones. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Aaron Jones, not one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you'd call a downhill runner. And he's able to shed the tacklers there for good yardage. Here on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Stuck for the loss by Devin White. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
Regular. Hey, check it.
On second and goal, Brady. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is now 10-3. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
In motion left goes a tight end. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
From the 41, Rodgers. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. Eluding the pressure right. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could...
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Rodgers now to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because, you know, the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a play fake. Brady. Airing this one out for Evans.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, here in this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourself to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 39, Brady. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Brady to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. Up the gut, Fournette. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Second down and 3, ball on the 7. Brady going to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cameron Brate, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point put through by Succop. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. On play action, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a first down. Rodgers going to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that on your side.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Crosby with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On play action, it's Brady. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From midfield, here's Brady. This complete to Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On play action, now Brady. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Julio Jones, 29 yards. And the Bucs will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Brady now on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown. Inside handoff now to Fournette.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
This taken in at the goal line.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, he rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And brought in by Bray. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Fournette. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Brady. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So Brady departs, and on it's Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
This pass complete to Melton. Well, he's had the interception rows in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's complete to Dobbs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Rodgers now on first down. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. He's got room at the 30. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Dobbs, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.